Oh man, did I bite off more than I can chew. Alright, since the last video, I was working on this, and then I'll get to that. Oh my god. I have been working on this all day today, and I ended up having to pull the motor out, and that was a chore. Holy shnikes. This front differential, you have to unbolt it from all three of the frame bolts and lift it up and kind of move it forward so that this front drive shaft, this thing will move forward enough to come to a disconnect from the engine. And here's your rear differential, or the rear yoke. That, it looks pretty gross. I may take that apart and clean it and then repack it with grease. I don't know, I may do that. I mean, I'm this far. But I had to undo the oil lines. I had to take the carburetor off this stupid thing. I had to disconnect that, move this forward. There's a bracket that goes right here for the motor mount. I had to take that off. And then the motor itself, I had to magician that bastard out of there. I had to turn it clockwise, lift it up a little bit, and then roll it out. And then Hercules the bastard up and over here onto the ground. Then, when I was done with that shit, I had Hercules that shit all the way over here to my workbench. Now, I'm telling you right now, this thing is every bit of 110 to 120 pounds. Easy. That sucker is heavy. And then having oil all around the casing does not help the matter much. So, this is the back. That's the front. This would be the left side. It's your right side. My objective, I've been actually working on this for like the past hour and a half with the shop vac, a pick, and a toothbrush, and just going over the casing and breaking up any of the dirt and sand and stuff that's just caked on the outer shell of this engine. And I managed to get 99% of it off. I think I got it all pretty clear. I'm gonna have to check that out. But this is gonna be my stator and pickup coil right here. And my objective is to get behind this little panel right here. And it's actually not that deep. It only breaks right here. So I don't need to take the whole thing like I said in the previous video, just right here. I've already started popping some of these bolts, but then I stopped right here when I realized I couldn't get any further, and that's when I realized I had to pull it all off. So, I'm actually kind of curious. This is behind this is the stator, and the stator and the pickup coil, all that's going to be mounted over here. So, we need to have a 17 millimeter to get this main bolt off. Come here. Now, yes, it did come off faster, but that's because I only broke it free earlier. So I can do this. This connects to the crank, and then I just slide that straight out. Don't lose that because there's a O-ring in here. I mean, like, this is just super sketch for me. I haven't done this before, but let me go ahead and get the last of these bolts off. I wonder if I can do that. See if I can do it with this. I don't know if I can. Yeah, you heard me right. That was a dump. Clutch dump. I wonder if they're all about the same height. I don't know. I think they're all about the same. I think there's 11 of them. And there's one more. It's right here, and this is the one I couldn't get. Yeah. When you get this off, it's actually really difficult because there's that stator is a pretty strong magnet. All right, so that's loose, that's loose, that's loose. These are all loose. So give me a second. Let me put you guys on a tripod real quick, and I'll show you guys me pulling this thing off. Right quick though, before I continue, I wanted to do a little research and a little inspection on this, and I looked inside of the valves, and check that out, guys. This guy, he sold me a turd. I know you guys can't see. I'm sorry. I'm trying to help. There you go. Look at that. That tells me that moisture was just sitting in there on top of the valves. So I'm gonna have to take the top half of this off and probably relap the valves to make sure that they have a good seat for combustion. So hold on just a second. Alright, so let's do this again. I put it back in here so I can turn the engine. Let's rotate this so you guys can see what I'm doing. Now keep in mind, I've never done this on one of these vehicles before. I've done motorcycles, but I assume that this isn't much different than the others. This is for the pull start. This is what I'm going to use later so I can turn the engine over and put it at top dead center. And I do believe that all of these screws, or these bolts, are the same length. No, they are not. They are not the same length. Oh crap. Hold on a second. Let me go get some cardboard so I can get this on here. Here's a neat little trick. Get you a piece of cardboard and punch a bunch of holes in it. So whenever you pull these bolts out, pull them out in the orientation of where they were on the motor. That way you remember which one came from where. My dad taught me this. And they're all different lengths, so you gotta be careful. I got a feeling all these others might be the same length, it's just that one was unusually long. Nope, that one's short. That one's important. This one, also short, that one's important. See what I mean? Organization is key. And that one from the bottom. Another one. And another one. Another one. See, these are different lengths. And then we're back to square one. Alright, just like that. They're all in order. Now I know where they go. And now we pull this case off. It might give me a little bit of trouble because there's a magnet back here. I need either a screwdriver or I think I need a mallet. Dead blow hammer. Oh, there we go. See that crack right there? That's what we're after. I just used this. This is full of sand. Hope you guys are getting a view of this, because I'm not doing this twice. Oh, I don't want to do this. But I kind of have to. Come on. Oh, shit. Okay, and that's a starter gear. Oh, came out pretty. Go back in there. Go back in. There you go. Now, come out straight. Real easy. And have to screw it up. There's these two gears, they want to fall off. I'm gonna have to replace that gasket anyway. I won't let those gears fall off. Well, I did not. Not like I wanted it. I need to replace this anyway. Put that right back there. Arms. There we go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that is a stator. Each one of these is a magnet. And then my problem, which I do believe is going to be this little guy right here. This is called a pickup coil. This one right here. And that, I believe, is what my situation is with no spark. I know the stator's good. I do know that it's good. I'm going to replace this anyway. I think I got another one. But that was my objective for today, is to get this pulled out, and then we'll probably get busy working on the rest of this later on. It makes me so nervous working on all this stuff. I don't want things falling apart. Oh, and just for people's curiosity, if you guys wonder what these gears were, these are the starter gears. So the starter goes up here, it shoots a gear out, it grabs this little one, or actually this, yeah, one of these two, it grabs this tall one, and that's what spins your engine over to get it started. That's how that works. So I can turn this, well, I could, but I can't do it with my fingers. But yeah, you don't want to let that sucker fall. Oh man, that makes me nervous. Okay, continuing on. Alright, I do know that I have this gasket that went around it, but I don't know what I did with it. I may have to order a new one because, yeah. But also, since I'm already here, I might as well just replace the stator anyway. I don't want to have to come back to this. So I would feel better if I just have all brand new in here, put it back together, and then put it back onto the four-wheeler to guarantee that, you know, this isn't going to be one of my problems. Even though when I ran the test on here, it shows that the stator was still good. I'll show you guys that probably in another video. But yeah, my biggest problem, I believe, is this pickup coil right here, and I think this is not working. So we're gonna change that and press on to the next item. But for right now, I am pretty much done with all this. This has been a big job for me today, getting it out of that four-wheeler. It's just, that was a lot, guys. It really was. So, all right, well, I am gonna wrap it up for today. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the content of this little video I made for you. I know it's only like 12 minutes, maybe 13 minutes long or something like that. But I want to share with you guys my little adventure of learning how to do this. I haven't done this before on a four-wheeler. I've done it for motorcycles. I've done it for motorcycles. That's it. So anyway, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content of it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, y'all take it easy. I love you. Goodbye. Like, share, follow for more.